The man scoops up a handful of dung, sniffing it carefully, certain the yaks must be nearby. He smears the dung across his face to mask his human scent, then leads his tribesmen forward slowly, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. A few ants crawl onto his skin, but he doesn't flinch. He swallows them whole without a second thought. As the yak herd draws near, now within attacking range, the chief gives the order at once. The tribesmen surge forward, hurling stone spears to cut off the yak's path. Forced to turn around, the herd heads straight toward a cliff, unaware of the trap. Suddenly, an enraged yak fixes its gaze on the weakest among them, the boy, charging and sending him flying toward the cliff's edge. In a split second, the boy's father hurls his stone spear, but it's too late. The chief rushes to the edge and looks down. His son clings to a small rock, teetering on the brink of falling. "Hold on a little longer," the father shouts, but the injured boy has no strength left. As the rock crumbles beneath his hands, he plummets down the cliff. Fortunately, he lands on a narrow ledge halfway down. Unable to accept the horror, the father tries to climb down to save him, but the tribesmen beg him not to risk his life. The father calls out desperately from the cliff top, until night falls, yet the boy gives no response. Heartbroken, the chief has no choice but to leave. He must lead the hunting party, and their prey back to the tribe. After what feels like an eternity, the boy is woken by a vulture pecking at his arm. He finds himself clinging to the cliff face, calling out for his father in despair. No one answers. He knows waiting means death, so he begins to climb down, but soon runs out of footholds. He clings to a crevice, trapped midair between the rock and the abyss. Suddenly, a rainstorm hits. The boy holds on for dear life, shivering and starving. He glances down in fear, and spots a large pool of rainwater gathering at the cliff's base. He makes a bold decision. Sometime later, the boy wakes, thirsty, hungry, and with a dislocated ankle. Gritting his teeth against the pain, he uses a rock to snap his ankle back into place, then limps toward the cliff top. When he reaches the edge, he finds a grave, built by his father, for him. Despair and grief wash over him. Without his father or tribe, he can't find his way home. At the same time, the howl of a wolf pack echoes from a nearby mountain. He stumbles to his feet and hurries away, scrambling up a dead tree before dark, surviving his first night alone. The next day, he's just filled a pot with lake water. When the wolf pack spots him and gives chase, he scrambles up the dead tree, panicked, and slashes at a wolf's leg with his dagger, narrowly escaping. As the pack disperses, only the injured wolf remains, lying on the ground barely breathing. The boy approaches slowly, spear raised to pierce its head, but he can't do it. He'd hesitated to kill a wild boar during hunts, and now, even facing the wolf that nearly killed him, he can't strike. He ties the wolf's mouth shut with rope, lifts it onto his back, and carries it to the riverbank. That night, he takes the wolf to a cave to shelter.